Students, we are in chapter 3, that is your introduction to database management system. Yes, before entering into today's topic, we can discuss what else we have discussed in the previous part. Yes, the previous we have discussed what are the basic SQL commands. Under that we have discussed totally 6 commands. So the first one, it is your create. You can create a new database. Next one, it is your drop. You can remove the already created database. And the next one, it is your select. So if you are going to use a database, means by using the select command you can. Similarly, if you are going to select a record, you can use the select command. Next you are having the insert command. So if you are going to insert a field, you have, that is your record, you have to use insert command. If you are going to delete a record based upon some condition, you have to use delete command. So the next, it is your modify, that is your update. So based upon some condition, that is your modification can be done. So these are the example for you. First one, it is example for select. Select star from table name. The next one, it is your select column 1, column 2 from table name. The next, it is your insert. Insert into table name. You can specify the column names and values also. The another method you are having, insert into table name. Just you are going to specify the values alone. Yes, this is for your delete. Deletion is done based upon some condition that is specified in where. Similarly, if you are going to delete without specifying a condition, you have to use this one, delete from biodata. Yes, this is your modify. Modify means you are going to do update. Yes, set column 1 new value. Here you are going to have one condition. So clear with this one? Yes, today what we are going to see, we are going to have the continuous of the basic SQL commands. Already we have finished 6 commands and today we are going to have the remaining 4. The first one is your sorting, the next one it is your grouping, and the next one it is your joining, and the last one it is your subqueries, and the last one it is your subqueries. So these are the 4 we are going to discuss by today. Yes, first we can move to the first one. Yes, before entering into today's topic, what is SQL? SQL is nothing but it is your structured query language. It is not a database, it is a language for you. Okay, wow? Yes. So these are the 4 commands that we are going to discuss by today. First we can go on with the sort. Yes, what do you mean by sort? Sort means you people are going to arrange. So you are going to arrange based upon some condition. Based upon some condition, you people are going to arrange. So the arrangement can be in both ascending order and descending order. Yes, this is your sorting records. You can sort the records in ascending or in descending order. So for that, which command you have to use? You have to use order by command. To sort the records, you have to use order by command. So based upon the command that you have given, the result will be in ascending order or it will be in descending order. So based upon the syntax or based upon the command that you have given, according to that the result will be displayed for you. Go on with this one. Yes, this is a simple example for you. Select star. Star you people already know. From table name, order by column name. Order by column name. Okay, ma? Here they didn't specify whether it is ascending or descending. So just they have specified column name. Yes, go on with this example. Select star from biodata. Biodata is nothing but it is your table name. Order by first name. So based upon the first name, the arrangement will be there for you. Go on with this output. Yes, Arun, Krishna, yes, Sugal. So it is in your alphabetical order, that is your ascending order. It is so the default one is ascending. If you didn't specify any order by means, it will be for you in ascending order. Yes, come to the next example. Select star from table name, order by column name, it is given as descending for you. It is given as descending for you. Go with this example. Select star from biodata. It is your table name. Order by first name, and it is going to be in descending order. The first one, they didn't specify anything, so the default one is ascending, so everything is displayed in ascending order. And the next, it is, you have specified, it is descending. Okay, so descending is from largest to smallest. So from first it is Sugal, next one it is your Krishna, next one it is your Arun. So don't forget, just the first name only will be arranged. No, so whole record will be arranged in alphabetical order, or in ascending or in descending order for you. So the full detail of Arun will be in the last for you in descending. So clear with this one. So this is your sorting records. For this you are going to use which command? Order by command. You are going to use order by command. Yes, we can see the next one. It is your grouping records having class. Now you are going to group records. So what do you mean by grouping, and why you need a grouping, and when you are going to use grouping, why you need a grouping? Yes, if you are going to have many identical records, identical record means same records is going to be repeated again and again, means it will be grouped for you. So for that the command used is group by command. For that the command used is group by command. For example, you people consider in your classroom, you are grouped as, the first one is boys group and the next one is girls group. So two groups you are having, okay, based upon your gender, it is grouped for you. So the identical records, girls are together identical records and they are grouped as girls record, and boys identical record, all boys are identical. So that records are grouped together by means of group command as boys group. So this is the case why you need a grouping. Yes, next you people see the syntax. Yes, this is your record list you people are having. Okay, Tamil mark 81, English for this is your roll number. These are the subjects and these are the mark for you. Okay, here under the subject, which subjects are repeated for you? Yes, all subjects are Tamil and English mark for the given roll number. Here the Tamil subject and the English subject are repeated for you, Okay, next, these are the marks that it is available for you. So these are the marks that are available for you. Yes, we will see carefully the roll number. Go on with that roll number. Yes, 901 Tamil mark, 901 English. So other we will not have any 901. Okay, the next one 904. Check whether you are having. Yes, here you are having 904. It is English mark and it is your Tamil mark. Next, yes, 903. It is Tamil and 903. Here you are having English. The next one it is 902. Yes, here also you are having the first 902 is Tamil and this one is English. Okay, and next 904 already we counted. 903 it is also counted. The next one it is 905. Yes, here you are having Tamil and the next you are having English. Okay, so for how many roll numbers are actually here? Actually here you are having 5 roll numbers. Here you are having 5 roll numbers and 2 subjects for that 5 roll numbers. It is Tamil and English. So each and everything is splitted for you. So now what you people are going to do is you are going to group them based upon their roll number. You are going to group them based upon their roll number. So here the roll numbers are repeated. So everything will be formed as a single group and the marks will be totaled. Marks will be added for you. Yes, see this syntax. Select a roll number. Now we are going to only select a roll number. Sum of marks. Sum, inside the bracket you are going to have the marks. It is your field. Here you are having no mark. Here you are going to sum. Sum is a function. Sum means what? You are going to add it. You are going to add all the marks. Okay, so for 901, here you are having Tamil and English. These 2 marks will be added from exams. Exams is nothing but it is your table name. Exam is nothing but it is your table name. Group by roll number. So you are going to group the records based upon their based upon their roll number. Yes, after executing this command, you will be having this output. Yes, 901, 902, 903, 904 and it is 905. So here all the marks are added. That is, here for 901, Tamil and English mark is added. Similarly for 902, 903, Tamil and English mark are added. And similarly for 904 and 905 also, Tamil and English mark are added. Yes, we can check it. 901. The Tamil mark is 81 and English mark is 96. Add these two. Yes, you will be getting 177. So clear? So this is the way how you people can group the records. So this is your input table. See how big it is. So this is your output table. You have grouped it based upon the roll number. Based upon the roll number, you have grouped it. So clear with this group by command. So clear. So for grouping, you are going to use which command? Yes, command group by command is used. Yes, we can continue with the next one. Yes, next command we are having is join. So first we finished sort, next we finished group, and now we are going to have the join. Join, by the name itself you can tell. Now you are going to join two tables. Now you are going to join two tables. First, for the purpose of joining two tables, what you people need? There must be a common field. There must be any one common field. So based upon that field only, we can easily join the tables. Yes, see? Yes. Similarly, identical records can be. Yes, joining means here you have to use more than two SQL join classes to use. Okay, first we have to select, then by using the join class, you people can join that table. You can join that table. Yes, see this in table. Yes, 901 it is Krishna and the hobby is gardening. Okay, 902 Sugal, hobby photography. So here what are the columns? Attributes you are having roll number, name and hobby. So here you are having 5 records. Here you are having 5 records. So these are your attributes, that is your column heading, and each and everything is your row. Each and everything is your row. So totally in this, how many row you people are having, or how many records you are having? You are having 5. Yes, see this syntax, or see this example. Select profile.name, profile.hobby, sum of exam.marks as total from profile exams. First I will explain these 3 lines for you. Okay, so first what is given here? Select profile.name, and the next one it is your profile.hobby. So profile.name, what is meant? So name is nothing but it is your column name. So column name is name and hobby. Okay, so this profile, this is your table name. Profile is one table name. So from that profile table, you are going to take the column name and hobby. So the profile table, you are going to take the column name, hobby. Okay, after taking that, what you are going to do? Sum exams.mark, exam.mark. So exam is another table. From this exam, you are going to take the mark. From this exam table, you are going to take the mark. So that mark is to be added. So for that only the sum command is given as total. That is, added means it has to be displayed as total. Okay, from profile exams. So these are the 2 tables that you are going to use. That is profile exam. So these are the 2 tables. So next you are having where. Where is based upon some condition. Okay, so what condition? Profile.roll number must be equal to exams.roll number. Profile.roll number must be equal to exams.roll number. So already I told you, to join a record, something must be common. So here the roll number is common for you. So for here the roll number is common. And the next line, what you are having? Group by profile.name, comma profile dot hobby. So here the name and the profile, that is your hobby, will be grouped for you. So what the output you people will be having? So here itself we can see what the output you will be having. You will be having the output name, hobby, total. You will be having the output name, hobby, output, for which and all the roll number is going to be equal. You will be having that output. You will be having that output. The group by will be done based upon their name and the hobby. Yes, this is your output you people will be having. See this one. Yes, name, hobby, total. So here also name, hobby, and this is your total. Okay, wow. So these are your column heading. And next you people are going to have records that satisfy this condition. That is your roll number must be equal in both the tables. What are the names of the table? Profile and exams. That must be matching. So here in the output they didn't display the roll number for you. So only you are not having the roll number column here. So which and all records that equals will be displayed for you. So these are the 5 records that satisfy this condition, and that is displayed in the output for you. So clear with the joining of the table. So how you people can join? So one condition must be there. So both the table must have a common field. And in this example, both the tables, that is profile and exams, having the roll number as their common field. So clear with this simple example for joining a table? Yes. So yes, now we can continue with the next one. Yes, next we are going to discuss about subquery. So what do you mean by query? Yes, you are going to ask some question. Based upon that question, you will be having that output. So here it is given as subquery. Subquery means a main query will be there. Under that you will be having another one query. So that query is called as subquery. First, the subquery will be executed for you, then only the main query will be executed. So what is the result that you are going to get in the subquery will be reflected in the main query for you. Yes, we can discuss the subquery by now. Yes. So subqueries are nothing but it is a SQL query. It is written within the main query. Then only it can be called as your subquery. So this query is also called as your nested inner query or subquery. So in this case, the subquery is executed first, and based upon the results, the main query will be executed for you. Based upon the result from the subquery, the main query will be executed for you. So yes, next, for executing the subqueries, you are having some rules also. The first rule is, yes, the subqueries are always written within the parenthesis. Always it must be within the parenthesis, that is inside the bracket. Okay, always place the subquery on the right side of the comparison operator. What are the comparison operator? Already you people know. That is your equal to, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, less than, then greater than, that and all you are having now. So that query must be written on the right side of the comparison operator. And the third rule is, order by class is not used in subquery. So in the case of subquery, you should not use order by class. Okay, you should not use order by class. Why you should not use order by class? Since the subquery cannot manipulate the results internally. Order by class is not used in the subquery. So clear with the 3 rules that is needed for a subquery. The first one is, subquery must be always written inside the parenthesis, and the second point is, subquery must be always placed on the right side of the comparison operator, and the third rule is, order by class command is not allowed in the subquery. So clear with the rules for subquery. Yes, next we can see one example. Yes, this is a list. Go on with the list. The table, in that you are having the fields as employee ID, name, age, and the next one it is your salary. These are the 4 columns you are having, and 4 rows also you are having. You are having 4 columns and you are having 4 records or 4 rows. The first one is the employer ID, the next one is your name, next one it is your age, and the next one it is your salary. So employee ID or data type is integer. Similarly, name data type is varchar. Age, the data type is integer, and for salary the data type is, it is also integer. So here this table is having 4 columns, that is 4 attributes, and it is having 4 records, that is 4 rows. Now we can see the syntax. Yes, this is your example. Select star from employee. Star means all the columns will be displayed for you. Where employee ID, in. Yes, that's the bracket start. So this is your subquery for you. Select employee ID from employee. Employee is nothing but it is your table name. Where class is given here. Salary less than 20,000. So this is your operator, relational operator. So the query is given to the right side. The rule, second rule, no, the query must be, subquery must be written to the right side of the relational operator. That is your comparison operator. Okay, wow. So that is your second rule in the query, subquery. So here, yes, what do people have to do? Select employee ID. So here the query is you are going to select the employee ID where salary is less than 20,000. Yes, see this table. So the persons who are having salary less than 20,000, they didn't give it as less than or equal to 20,000. If the query is less than or equal to 20,000 means this record will be displayed. But they have given less than 20,000. So it is 30,000 and here you are having 15,000. So in that you people need only the employee ID. So 15,000 employee ID is 101 and 13,000 employee ID is 103. It is 103 for you. Yes, after executing this subquery, these 2 records will be ready to display. These 2 records will be ready to display. So the next, what here they have given, so the result is ready inside this bracket. The first one and the third one is ready. After executing the subquery, the result is 101 and 103. Then it will be executing the main query. Okay, in that what is given? Select star from employee. Select star. It is going to display all the columns. Okay, it is going to display all the columns where employee ID in this condition you got one result, no, that employee ID is equivalent, that alone going to be displayed for you. So here what result you people already had? 101 and 103. So select star. So all the columns will be displayed for you. So employee ID, name, age and salary. So all the 4 columns are displayed, but only 2 records are displayed for you. Why you are having only 2 records? So that this 2 records only satisfy the condition that salary is less than 20,000. So this 2 records only satisfy the condition that salary is less than 20,000. So this is the way how you people have to use the subquery. This is the way how you people have to use the subquery. Here we have used the subquery in only select statement. Similarly, we can use the subquery in insert, update and delete command also. Similarly, we can use the subqueries in insert, delete and update command also. So clear with this one, clear with the subquery. So clear with the rules. What else we have discussed? I repeat it again for you. Yes, subquery is nothing but it is written within the main query. It is also called as your nested inner query or subquery. So in this case, subquery is executed first and based upon the results only the main query will be executed for you. So here you are having 3 rules for subquery. The first rule is subqueries are always written within the parenthesis. The next second one is always place the subquery on the right side of the comparison operator. And the last one is order by class is not used in subquery. Order by class is not used in the subquery. And why you are unable to use the order by class? Since the subqueries cannot manipulate the results internally, they are unable to calculate the results internally. So order by class is not allowed in subquery. Yes, clear with this one, clear with the example. So here it is written inside the parenthesis. So this part is your subquery. After executing subquery, based upon this result, the main query will be executed for it. So clear with this one. Yes, by today or by now, we have discussed 4 SQL commands, that is sort, group, join, and the next one it is your subquery. Sort, you are going to arrange that one in ascending or descending, clear? And for that the command used is order by. Next we finished group by. Next we finished joining of 2 tables. To join 2 tables, you must have a column in same, that is your roll number must be available in both the table. Based upon that only people can join the database or join the table. So the next one it is your subquery. After executing the subquery only, the main query will be executed for it. So clear with the 4 commands that we have discussed by now. Yes, by today we finished these 4 commands. Okay, yes, before concluding this session, we can rewind what else we have discussed from the first part of this lesson. First we finished the definition for DBMS, that is your database management system. It is your system software. Don't forget, it is your system software. Next we finished the basic concepts for DBMS, that is your asset property. A is atomicity, C consistency, I isolation, the next D is durability, and then the second one is concurrency control and locking. Yes, next we finished the database models. Here you are having 4 models. What are they? Hierarchical database model, network model, relational model, and the next one it is your object oriented model. And next we discussed about the RDBMS, that is your relational database management system. Here these are the features that we have already discussed. And next one it is your ER modeling basic concepts. So three models you are having, that is your entity, attributes, and the next one it is your relationship. So under entity you are having strong entity, weak entity, and entity instance. So under attributes, what else you people are having? Key attribute, simple attribute, composite attribute, single valid attribute, and the next one it is your multi-valid attribute. And the next we have discussed relationship types, that is your relationship instance, degree of relationship, and the next one it is your cardinality. And the next topic is MySQL, that is MY, structured query language. Here we discuss the web databases of 2 types, that is your light database, and the next one it is your heavy database. Heavy database is for your desktop application and light database is for your web application. And next we discuss the MySQL tools, that is PHP MyAdmin, MySQL Workbench, and the next one it is your HeidiSQL. And finally on that day we finished MySQL installation, that is how to install MySQL in your system. And the next we finish administrative MySQL commands. Administrator is DBA, that is your database administrator. Yes, these are the commands used. The next one it is your show databases, show tables, show columns, show index, and the next one it is your show table status. So these are the DBA commands. And the next day we finished database design. This is your conceptual design, which is the primary phase in database. So in this phase they are going to discuss about the what else database we are in need, tables, columns, column headings, and what are the data types that must be given to the each and every column. And next these are the 3 parts, major parts in the database. The first one is your table, next query, next one is your view. Table is multiple rows and columns. Query, question you are going to ask. View, set of queries. And next we finish types of SQL commands, that is data definition language, data manipulation language. Next one is your data query language, and the next one is your transaction control language, and the next one it is your data control language. And next we finished the basic SQL commands. First session we finished 6. What are they? Create, drop, select, insert, delete and modify. And by now we completed sort, group, join, subquery. So under simple SQL query commands we have completed 10 commands. So clear with this one? Yes. Thank you students.